Hi there, Kira here with another scrapbook layout process video. This one is for Citrus Twist Kits. So today is Sunday, so there's always a sketch challenge up on the blog. And this is a sketch for today. And I flip it on my iPad. If I want to flip the sketch, it's just easier for my brain to kind of follow it that way. So that was a quick look at the sketch, but I'll leave the blog post down below so you can check out the sketch too and play along if you'd like. I'm using mostly the Pocket Life kit with some elements from the main kit for this month. If you haven't seen my unboxing video, I will link that down below as well, and you can see all of the products that I'm using here. But the first thing I wanted to use was that gorgeous floral paper. It is so pretty, you guys. It has like this like minty blue color with the pink and the yellow and these pretty little flowers on all over it, and I just had to use it. So I used that as my first layer. And now I'm adding some layers behind my photo. And again, these are all the papers that are included in the Pocket Life kit. They're all exclusive to Citrus Twist. So you can only get them if you subscribe to the Pocket Life kit. And if you're not a Pocket Life or Project Life scrapbooker, a Pocket Page scrapbooker, I still recommend getting the Pocket Life kit because I think that it gives you so many more options in your scrapbooking. And I'm so happy that I get the kit. I didn't get it for the first 7 months that I subscribed, and then I started getting it when I got on the design team, and I just think it's so worth it. It adds so much more to your pages, and you can see as I build this page up, you can see how it coordinates really well with the main kit as well. So I think it's just kind of a good addition to add to your monthly stash. So, I'm just layering up the photo. I think I'm following the sketch pretty closely, except for, obviously, I flipped the sketch. And I'm just building up these layers, and I added some stitching along my photo. You can see that I stitched my layers together, and then I'm going to add some stitching on that bottom layer as well, but I wanted to put these hearts down first. The sketch called for hearts to go down this layer of paper. So I was going to use just the Pocket Life kit when I started this sketch. I was like, oh, I'll just do Pocket Life this week. But then I realized I wanted to use some of these larger hearts, and these are in the main kit, and they are exclusive to the Citrus Twist kits. I love the hearts that they make. I think that they're like the perfect shape heart, and they always come in these awesome colors. And like I said, the kits coordinate really well together. So if you're wanting to use your kits like this, you can kind of mix and match what pieces you use in each kit. So once I have those hearts down where I want them, then I stitched across with my sewing machine on the top and bottom of that strip. I'm going to adhere my photo down. The photo is of my oldest son, Jonathan, laying on our dog, Folsom. When I was younger, when I was in 6th grade, I think, we got a dog, and her name was Toby, and she was a black lab. And me and Toby did not get along very well. She was very spoiled by my parents and got whatever she wanted. I would get kicked out of her chair if I was sitting in her chair. It was ridiculous. Anyways, I remember my parents bought this book, and it was about labs and about how they're these great family dogs, and you can treat them like pillows, lay on top of them, and they're just such calm, patient dogs that they let you do it. And I remember Toby would not. There was no way that dog was gonna let me lay on her ever. And when I got a dog of my own, I picked out a lab. I knew labs, I liked labs, and I picked out a yellow lab, but I wanted a boy. And I was like, this dog is going to let me lay my head on him. I'm not going to have a dog that gets upset if I lay on him. So it was one of my goals when I got this dog that he would let me lay on him. And sure enough, if he's laying on the couch and you drape your legs over him or you put your feet underneath him, he will stay exactly in the same position. It gets a little annoying sometimes because he won't ever move. But like with the kids can like hop all over him and lay on him, and he's just so patient and sweet. So I got a picture of Jonathan laying on Folsom, and he's got his blankie on him, and so I went with this title. I'm titling this page Paradise, because it just looks like this cozy little paradise that they've got here. Like Folsom's laying on some pillows, and Fish is cozy with his blankie and the dog, and I just thought it was sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and put my title above the photo. I think the sketch called for it to go elsewhere, but I wanted it there. I just thought it worked best with that empty space above my photo. I put this little tag down here and then added a heart to it, just on top to just carry on that theme of the hearts, and I'll add even more hearts here in a minute. In this sketch, where I've got that circle piece of ephemera, it actually calls for a second photo, like a little square photo, but I didn't have any other photos to go with this picture, and I didn't think that my journaling would be, I didn't really have much journaling to say other than what I just told you guys, and that seemed like a really long story to like add to this scrapbook page, so I might add it to the back of this layout, that just add that story back there. But I didn't want to add it to the front here. So I ended up just going with this piece of ephemera, and then the label right there, which I'm going to add, which I added my date to as well. I bunched up some of the thread. There's kind of just the extra threads that was hanging down from my photo. I bunched that up underneath there just to add a little additional texture. I'm going to bump up this title up on some foam to give that some dimension. I did add a few more hearts above the photo, which the sketch does call for. And then I kind of wanted it to go like further up the page. I felt like it kind of just stopped short of the page, and I kind of wanted to like carry on the design further. So what I'll end up doing is kind of building another cluster up towards the top of the page. So I just took some paper strips from the papers that I already used. I think I do like the yellow piece, and like there's like a white piece behind my photo, and yeah, that piece right there. So I think I'm gonna put that pink and the yellow, and just do like tiny little strips, and just build a little cluster up there. I'll add some machine stitching to it as well, and then I'll add a little gray and white stripe. See, like that color looks black on the screen almost, but it's just a really dark gray, and there's these striped hearts in the main kit, and they look black and white striped, but again, they're just that dark color gray. So they actually go perfect with this, and so I grabbed one of those so I could have another pop of that gray up at the top of the layout. So once I get this, these kind of strips layered on top of each other how I want them, I'm just gonna kind of line that up where I want it right there. And I think that looks cute. I think like the pop of color that it adds up there, and then it kind of continues the design up the page, and in kind of a diagonal design, since it starts at that piece of ephemera down at the left and kind of travels its way up to the right. And there's a little striped heart that I chose. And I'll adhere that down. And maybe I don't do stitching. I thought I did. Anyways, once I adhere that down, cut it off, I'll cut down all the strings and everything. And that's it. I do add some splatters off camera, which you'll see here. And if you have any questions, I do that at stitching. Anyways, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.